Welcome to Bite Size, brought to you by Priestley's Gourmet Delights. Each episode will bring you ideas, news and insights into the food service industry with a bite-sized summary. I'm Xanny Christopherson and I will be your host. All right, I'm joined by Bernadette O'Shea, one of Australia's most distinguished champagne experts. Based in Brisbane, she has built a career as a full-time consultant, educator, author, and ambassador for the world of true champagne. Now, I have done her courses, and can I say I'm a big fangirl of the Queen of Champagne, and I can't wait to learn from you today. Bernadette, welcome to Bite Size. I'm thrilled you're here.
And what a joy and honour for me to be here with all these cakes in front of me. God.
I know. Well, I'm delighted to see that there's also champagne here. So
Yes.
how exciting. But to begin with, Bernadette, I need to know more about you. So tell me your history and how did you land being the champagne queen of the world?
Of the world. It's so sweet, of the world. I grew up in a floral world. And I was a floral designer. And from a child, my mother had a florist shop. And so I used my nose. I mean, it was very important. We were paid pocket money to all the flowers and came. We had farms up in Mount Tambourine and Cleveland and Redland Bay. The flowers would come in and we'd be paid money to cut them and put them all in water. Mm-hmm. We got our pocket money. But I learned to use my nose. And I think that was important. When I entered the wine world, it was my nose that actually carried me right through successfully because my nose mattered so much. You nose wines first before you taste them. And so that nosing is vital. And everything now, I never do a thing without.
Yeah, the nose that knows, right?
Exactly. That's very important.
So how did you move from floristry then into the wine world?
Being very interested in wine and then going to various functions and events. And then in those days, it was very much a male world, completely a male world. And then some of these men then invited me and said, would you like to come to a particular tasting and dinner? And women weren't really allowed in. But I went and they recognised that I did know a bit about wine. And then one day someone gave me a glass of real champagne because in those days we drank sparkling wine, Australian sparkling wine. And I went, oh my God, this is the best thing I've drunk in my life. And therefore I embraced the world of champagne, bought a book written by, first wine book I bought was written by Len Evans and taught myself about wine. And then I taught myself about champagne. Lovely Frenchman, wrote the book. And then from there on, it was just love, absolute love. And it became a passion, not just a love.
Yeah. And I've certainly been to a couple of your champagne classes that you offer here in Brisbane and I'm addicted.
Thank you, Xanny. Thank you.
Well, you're so knowledgeable.
A lot of practice.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
It does.
I totally
A lot
agree.
of practice.
Yeah.
And then finally I entered this Vin de Champagne Award. The French put on an award in Australia and I won that and the prize was a month in Champagne. Can you imagine?
Oh, I would have loved that.
Heaven on a stick it was for someone like me. And from there, it just progressed.
Very good. And I know that you've got a couple of French honours. So do you want to tell us about that?
Oh, yes, I've got a few. I'm very privileged to have them. I've got Chevalier. I've got, look, there's quite a few of them, so I won't rattle them off because there's too. But the one I'm most proud of is a knighthood from the French government. I've been knighted.
Oh, wow.
France.
So what's the letters behind your name then?
So so it's called the Chevalier de l'Or de Mérite Agricole because wine's an agricultural thing. You know, it's recognised so well in France. You just wear your little, you don't wear the medal, you just wear a little thing and everyone knows. You walk into a restaurant anywhere, they know and, oh, you get the best attention.
Oh, amazing. I need to come to France
It's incredible.
with you.
I've got to lend you my little thing.
No, you can just take me.
And so they recognised that. And the lovely story about being knighted, they brought in a French vessel into Brisbane so I could be knighted on French soil.
Oh, amazing.
That was incredible. It was incredible.
Wow.
It was the most wonderful to be knighted, the sword on a beautiful French vessel. It was incredible.
I can't even imagine.
And the commandant said in his speech, I've been asked to do very many things. The most wonderful thing I've been asked to do is come into a port to Brisbane. They call us Brisbane, so a lady could be knighted on my ship. It was very good. It was amazing.
Yeah, wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That was Yes.
Amazing. So we're here today to talk about champagne and cake. So do you want to give us the spiel on the 3 champagnes that you bought? And then maybe I can do the spiel on the cake side of it.
Good. How wonderful. And what a beautiful combination they will be. You try them. Great. The first champagne is Paul Roger.
Yeah.
So this beautiful Paul Roger. Have you got some Paul Roger there? You should have some Paul Roger there.
I haven't yet, but we'll get that.
Bit of Paul Roger. You need to have some Paul Roger. And I could have a little refresher, a little tiny fresh the bubbles a little bit, would be beautiful. So Paul Roger is a third. So in champagne, we use more black grapes than white grapes, which people find it's mystifying, but it is, because what we do in champagne, though, we never touch the skins.
Yeah.
So we put 4,000 kilos of grapes into a vat, and that becomes 2,550 litres of wine.
Wow.
Which then finally gets bubbles, we do a second fermentation in the bottle. But this wine is a third, and a third. So 2/3 of that is a red wine and 1/3 a white wine. Mm-hmm. So the first black grape is Pinot Noir, the second black grape is Meunier, and the third grape is the one white grape, Chardonnay. Mm-hmm. So we all know Pinot Noir well, we all know Chardonnay well. Probably Meunier is the one grape that grows in Champagne that we don't really know here in Australia. I love the wine. I love the bubbles. I love the way it jumps up to meet you when you smell it. And then the little foamy, little bubbles rolling around in your mouth. Oh, my God. And it excites your whole palate. And then later when you put cake with it, you can have double excitement, you see.
I know.
But that excitement is just amazing what it does, how it talks to your palate. And you'll get all that. You'll get the berries. You're getting lovely strawberries, raspberries, all the red berry fruits are in that. Not so much cherries. Cherries will be in the last one, not this one. More strawberries, raspberries. Now that you're back, you're getting citrus, some beautiful citrus.
Yes.
Some nice ripe lemons.
Yeah.
Some pomelo. Gorgeous, a bit of stone fruit. You're getting a little bit of white nectarine, a bit of yellow peach. It's very beautiful, you know. It's really very beautiful.
It's very nice drinking this.
You'll go
I'm not going to lie.
With those first two, this one and this one. It'll be beautiful.
So I might jump in then. So I know that Paul Roger is family owned.
It is family owned, yes. And we've a member of the family coming to Brisbane, the week after next.
Yeah.
On the family members. So it's completely family owned, still owned by family.
Amazing. So I wanted to draw the similarities there with our business as well, because Priestley's Gourmet Delights is also family owned and I'm second generation coming through. So very proud to be here to taste cake and champagne with you. But for the first champagne that we're going to taste, we've got a citrus tart, which is beautiful. So it should match really well with those citrus flavours that you're talking about in the poll. The citrus curd that we use is a 30-year-old recipe, which is actually created by a French patisserie chef called Jean-Luc. And we're also matching it today with our platinum cheesecake, which is also a 30-year-old recipe. And I think it'll be delightful. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's delicious. It's one of my favourite products.
How gorgeous. And this is very creamy.
Yes.
It's like strawberries, peaches and cream all together, that wine.
Okay, great. Well, let's get into it.
How beautiful. The first one is this little fellow, isn't it? This fellow. Beautiful. Yeah. How beautiful. Astounding. Just absolutely perfection with this.
But it's gluten-free. Would you pick it?
Isn't that beautiful? No. No. No, I'm not gluten-free, but anyway, no.
Neither am I, but it's always good when you eat something that's gluten-free and you don't know that it's gluten-free.
I know. How amazing is that? And the other thing that's so good about that, Xanny, is the pastry. So when I talked about Meunier, that's a great big picture on the sides there. Meunier always for me has a brioche pastry, patisserie smell to it particularly, and then also the taste. And so that's a third of the Meunier. So a third of that is very pastry smells.
Well, I just had a mouthful of the champagne with it. delightful.
And what's so lovely is the dessert's not sweet. It's not over sweet.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't overpower. I could eat the whole thing and drink the bottle and still be fine.
What are we doing for the rest of the afternoon?
Oh, didn't you know what we're doing?
Perfect.
I just think it's incredible as well around how you can extend occasions. And I think about cake and champagne. And, when I have champagne, it's always in an occasion. When I have cake, it's always an occasion, like even if you're going out just to have coffee and cake with your mum, you're building precious memories then. When you're drinking champagne with your mum, you're still building precious memories. So why not combine them?
Oh, yes, but it doesn't just have to be with your mum.
No, it can be with anyone. I totally agree. I was just
particularly if someone's got a birthday, they need to have cake. And they need to have champagne.
They do. Okay, so we've got a pistachio and lemon cake with the cream cheese icing as well as our second taste test for today. It's got pistachio nuts on it. Yeah, go on.
And this pole is very nutty, lovely nuts in that. You get that particularly from the Chardonnay, that pistachio nuts. Also, you get lovely, in the champagne, you get lovely macadamia nuts and cashews as well. But that pistachio is perfect with it. Absolutely.
And the lemon cream cheese icing. So it's a beautiful cream cheese butter with a dash of lemon.
And the lemon in
that's
divine. The lemon's beautiful in that. Perfect. That's gorgeous with it.
It's very good.
I think we're having a party. I don't think it's an interview. Very hard to watch. Oh, yeah.
She's jealous. Oh, my God. It's so good.
It's so good.
I knew that champagne and cake would go together, right?
They do.
But this is epic.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, my God.
What better way to spend a Wednesday morning?
I know. If only every Wednesday was like this.
We can make that happen, Bernadette. All right, shall we move on to the second one? So we're going
with
to
your beautiful
New York
cheesecake.
Yeah.
New York.
All right, so the New York baked cheesecake that we're tasting today, Bernadette, is a 30-year-old recipe made by a French patisserie chef called Jean-Luc. So it's one of my favourite products. It hasn't changed. And seriously, I could eat it all day long. It's delicious warmed up as well, just as an FYI, but we're going to have it chilled today.
Gorgeous.
So do you want to talk to us about the champagne?
Yeah, so this one's Perrier-Jouet. By the way, Paul Roget was established in 1849, so that's how long they've been making champagne. And this house was established in 1811, the Perrier-Jouet.
Really?
Yes, 1811. Been making it since 1811. So that's got a little bit more Meunier in it. It's got the Pinot. It's got the three grapes, same three grapes again, but it's got a bit more of the Meunier in it, the Pinot, which I think really lends itself so well to the cheesecake. And also the wine's a bit richer. It's a richer style, and I think that's a beautiful, rich cheesecake. Cheesecake's rich, and that will go so well with the cheesecake. Oh, we need to have a little try, don't we, with this?
So you're mixing and matching over here. That's a bit illegal. So Bernadette's eating the citrus tart as well. Good on you. Get in there. Does it go well? Yeah.
Because that's also got the citrus of not just lemon. For me, it's got that warmth of mandarin and those sort of citrus as well as just pure lemon. Because lemon's more tarty and that's richer and softer.
This is epic. The cheesecake with that.
Isn't it glorious?
Oh, my God. Your Perrier-Jouet is amazing.
The other two went really well with the Paul Roget. But this one, because it's richer citrus. So I'm finding lemons, mandarins, and almost bush lemons. They're riper lemons, aren't they?
They are. And the citrus is bringing that buttery aftertaste as well.
Gorgeous.
So I think that's why it also goes well with that
And it is that lovely. And that's richer wine with more butteriness in it. And so therefore that with that is just ideal.
So I think what we're determining is it doesn't matter what you drink your champagne with. Just eat cake and drink champagne.
What a lovely world. Wouldn't that be dreamy? We were talking before, weren't we, about the occasions. People often ask me, they've got a special bottle of champagne. When do I open it? When do I open it? And I always tell them, they keep wanting to store it away forever.
Yeah.
No. I always say just by opening it, you create the occasion.
I agree.
It's true with a cake. You have a cake or a bottle of champagne. Hey, open it up. There's the occasion.
Cake and champagne, not or.
Oh, no. And yes, how good's that? I like that. I like that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm.
Delicious.
It's very good, isn't it?
It's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. Lovely combinations. Yeah. These are very good.
It just reminds me, like every time I, taste test our product, how amazing it is. And I'm not biased. It is like
Well,
the
you should be
cheesecake.
biased. You should be.
Well, I should be.
Yeah, you should be.
But I'm a foodie at heart as well, and I
Beautiful.
call a spade a spade. And when you see the product here in its raw form, it's come through a distributor. It's not like we've hand selected these off the production line. This is actually our product.
How amazing.
And when you taste test it and you drink it with champagne, it is out of control. And I think for all the cafes out there or restaurants, pubs and clubs is how do you extend that meal occasion and give people those amazing memories?
Well, you give them some of this. Your
Yeah,
beautiful
exactly.
products.
Yeah.
But I host a lot of champagne dinners.
Yeah.
For lovely visitors from France and so forth. But whenever we have a dinner, a few times the restaurants recommended and said, why don't you finish with cheese? I go, no, never, never. Because everybody, one time I did it, one house talked me into doing it, and people said, where's the dessert? And we finish every champagne dinner, no matter how formal it is, always with dessert.
Yeah.
And the French do when you're over there.
Yeah, of course.
So it's part and parcel of what champagne's about. You do have to have a dessert to finish a meal with, otherwise the meal's not complete.
Yes.
And people love it.
Yes.
People love it. They just look around, give them shit. Now, where's the dessert? It's such a part of life, isn't it?
It is.
And I want everyone to understand that champagne's part of life too.
Yes, I totally agree with that. And if it's not, then you need to try it.
Exactly.
Yeah, just keep drinking it until you like it.
Does not need much convincing. When you drink it, my God, you'll fall in love with it quickly. Mm. Yeah, with that cheesecake, that's beautiful. Absolutely
Even with
beautiful.
the citrus, I love it.
Citrus, and that's just a bit riper, the citrus, than in that one.
Yes.
And that's rich. Very beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Jean-Luc would be very proud, wouldn't he, if he were here now?
He would. Yes.
Real Frenchman with a beautiful French name.
Yes, he was a real Frenchman. You've been talking about this all morning. So tell me about the champagne that we're about to have with our beautiful
This
red
is from
velvet
Montpellier.
individual.
Here again, this is a family-owned house. They're amazing, run by the daughters now of the family, or the granddaughters. And now the great-granddaughter is the winemaker, Lucie, she is. They're established in 1822. So we go back quite a way.
You know what I love about champagnes and the family stories is they're usually, there's so much heart behind them.
There is. Like with your business.
Yes, it is. It's
your heart and soul.
Yes.
You need to put heart and soul.
Yes.
And it just...
Yeah, you can't beat family business. I know they're a bit crazy sometimes, but that's what makes them unique.
That's what makes them, yes, it does.
It's the passion. Yeah.
And passion. What's life without passion?
Not life.
And I always say, what's a wine without bubbles?
Agreed. You're speaking my language.
Yes. It's this is very lovely. This is Montpellier, and this is their rosé, and they make it out of 100% Pinot Noir. So it's a straight red wine, in other words, except it's got bubbles in it. And I think that combination will be magical. Yes. Magical.
So I'll talk about our dessert. It's an individual red velvet cake with the cream cheese icing on top as well. Ooh. Yeah, delicious. It's going to be, I guess, hints of strawberry tones, but it's a very moist, delicious cake. All right, let's do it. I know you've been eyeing it off.
It looks magical.
Really good.
That is stunning. My God, that's stunning. You try it with. I've got to have another try of the cake before I have a sip of the champagne. But
that's epic.
Isn't that
Well
beautiful?
done, Bernadette.
Oh, that is beautiful, is it? Oh, also I'm getting in the wine, and it's probably not in the cake, but cherries. I'm getting those lovely, it's time for cherries now at Christmas. I'm getting that lovely cherry flavour in this, and it just goes so well with.
It really does. And it's a white chocolate. Sorry, I think I said cream cheese before, but it's a white chocolate ganache, isn't it, on top? Yeah.
Wow.
So you can really taste the smooth aftertaste, and then you wash it down with a glass of champagne.
And this is so smooth.
Yeah, it is.
And this is all from Grand Cru, what we call Grand Cru villages. So they've got to be 100% rated. So this is all Grand Cru.
Right.
All Grand Cru. So the very best of the best, the vineyards of this wine.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's the very best of the best, is it not?
I would say so. Yes, absolutely it is.
What are the exciting little things on top of the white chocolate?
It is just crumb, red velvet crumb.
Mm.
Yeah, and this one's great for cabinet appeal as well. You know, it's a beautiful red colour,
so visually,
deep red, yeah.
And that's what's so important, and you do that with all your beautiful products. It's like with champagne. It's the visual aspect. You pours the champagne, you get all those bubbles and all the coming up, the little beautiful mousse on the wine, and visually it's just so appealing. You go, oh, like lots of this would have been drunk yesterday.
And a lot of that should have been eaten yesterday.
I was going to say, we hope so.
Yeah.
But so visually you look at that and you go, oh my goodness. Then your champagne's being poured with all the bubbles and you go, oh my God. So you're already in love.
Yes.
Already in love. Because we look at everything through our eyes.
Yes, we eat with our eyes.
And we do eat with our eyes. It's very true. And that combination.
It's out of control.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, so all those foodies that are out there, you need to go get some Priestley's product. Ask
absolutely.
your local cafes and go and get some champagne.
And get the red, I love its name, Red Velvet, because for me, this champagne, all Pinot Noir, that's very much like a piece of glorious velvet, like a piece of red velvet.
Yeah.
So smooth through your whole palate.
It is.
And they do, there's two ways of making rosé. They do it by skin contact. So most champagnes are added red wine, bit of added red wine to give the colour. Mm-hmm. In this case, they caress the skin.
Caress. I love how you say that.
They caress. And they do, and only the French do it well. You know, they do a lovely caress, and it's like a little feather going like this very delicately on you. It's not some Aussie winemakers make some rosés in their sparkling wine, and they it's like it's not a feathery caress. It's like she'll be right, mate. She'll be right. She'll be right.
It's the Aussie way, not the French way.
Aussie way, absolutely. Oh, that's goodness. That's so good.
So good.
Yeah,
let's keep drinking and eating. All right, I have a couple of other questions for you. So, we're seeing consumer taste change in the dessert world, and I'm sure it translates into the champagne world.
It does.
So, do you want to talk me through that and what's the biggest changes, and then if we can link it back into the Australian market as well? I know Australians not
sparkling wine, but they're making some nice sparkling wine.
Yes.
Outside champagne, we actually in Australia make the best. I mean, you know, there's other countries make things like Prosecco and so forth. But I think Australia, we should be very proud, particularly in Tasmania, we're making some very good sparkling wines.
Oh, yeah, the Tassie sparkling wines.
But we will never make champagne because champagne is this little unique place in the north of France, one little tiny area called La Champagne, by the way, 120 kilometres northeast of Paris. And it grows, it originally 70 million years ago was an inland sea. They had volcanic eruption and up came the earth.
Yes.
So the vines grow in chalk, not in soil.
Yes.
So everywhere else they make bubbly wine, it's all grown in soil.
Yes.
No, this place, anywhere else in France, you can't call it champagne, you call it vin mousseux, sparkling wine. So it's only in this area that you get the chalk. So it's just remarkable to see all this, but it's just nothing but chalk. Chalk, chalk, chalk. They're not allowed to irrigate, so the vines grow down into the chalk. They feed off the chalk. Chalk's got everything we need to feed the vines, every nutrient that we want. It also absorbs all the water, so it quenches their thirst. The water's in the chalk. So the area is unique, and you can never replicate that anywhere in the world because we don't have a 70 million year old, you know. The interesting thing, very interesting, this is, they were originally a subtropical climate.
Really?
Like we are. Yeah, they were. Then one of those, what do they call the climate change things when they, after so many years you get the freezing section, you get something else. Yes, so years ago. And so if we really, if it happened in Queensland, we're subtropical, if we had a big snow age or ice age, isn't it? You need an ice age to come, and then we had a volcanic eruption like that. You see, we could grow champagne on the Barrier Reef because all our coral's chalk.
Ah.
But it's interesting, isn't it, that the coral's all chalk, and that's why they all disaster. No, it'll never be. It'll always keep regrowing. It grows because it's chalk.
Yeah, fascinating.
So what this grows in, this grows in chalk.
Yeah, right.
So that's what makes it very unique, and we can't imitate that anywhere else in the world.
No. Okay.
No. So it's just, and the other thing is that, so when the Romans conquered that part of the world, they dug into the ground and saw it was all chalk. They dug out blocks to make their fortresses and to build their homes. Reims, the main city in Champagne, at the start of World War I, there were 40,000 homes. At the end of World War I, there were 40.
Oh, wow.
Devastation beyond anything. The bombing, what they did go through World War I, but hundreds of thousands more people would have died, but they could go down to the chalk cellars under the ground where the wine's all stored at 9 degrees. It never changes. The temperature never changes. Chalk is a unique thing. So all the hospitals were underneath the ground. It was amazing. You can't imitate it anywhere else, as I said. It's just the most exquisite place on this earth, and it deserves to go with your exquisite desserts because they're a beautiful combination.
They really are, and I think we've proven that today.
Oh, absolutely.
And what are you seeing in terms of consumer trends, champagne? Like, are you seeing in different demographics we're drinking more champagne, or what? Tell me about it.
I teach classes, so I try to encourage everyone to discover champagne. When they do, they never look back. With champagne, you never get a headache, you never get a hangover. As long as you make sure you drink some water in between.
Yeah, I would like to challenge that, but we'll talk about it off air.
That's true, though. It is true. The trends are, so the younger ones are drinking more Prosecco and other sparkling stuff.
Stuff.
I call it stuff. But then gradually, you can't believe but how much more they are now coming to champagne. How many more of the young ones are now discovering and drinking champagne? Yeah. There would have been masses drunk yesterday at the Melbourne Cup. Wow.
I may have drunk some yesterday.
Yes, you did drink some. I don't think I had any yesterday. No, I was working. I didn't have any yesterday, but I'll make up for it. Don't you?
Yeah, good.
But trends, so probably, there's a trend towards sparkling wine, maybe. But real people with real palates, if you've got a palate, you won't ever go back to anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I started drinking champagne when I was 22 and I've never looked back.
No, you never look back.
No.
You've got to go forward.
Yeah. Well, and I've done a couple of your champagne glasses, which is always very motivating to keep on drinking champagne.
Yes. And champagne, the other thing about champagne, it ages beyond other wines. But rather than any big reds, people go around about their big reds. I think, guys, forget about that. Champagne outlives them. They've just found one of the Baltic Sea, 1885.
Really?
I talked to Jean-Baptiste Lecaillon, was from Louis Roederer, and he said it was impeccable. Wow. I've drunk from the bottom of the Baltic Sea. I've drunk 1907, not 1885. But I have drunk the 1882 Paul Roget, which was beyond remarkable.
So when I've been in the classes with you, and I know that when you've won some of your awards as well, you're able to pick up year, grape. What else? I know it's a lot.
The wine brand. The greatest year for me, the year, is 1964.
Why?
Just impeccable wine. God made that wine. The angels were helping him.
No, there was definitely a female involved. Come on, let's face it.
It was amazing. It wasn't made by a female, but made by a male. It was actually Paul Roget.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, beautiful.
We need to get our hands on one of a bottle then, one of those bottles.
You can't buy them.
You can't.
Sadly. But the other Dom Perignon from 64, everything from 64 is remarkable.
Right.
But probably in the champagne world, they'll tell you that 1928 was the greatest of the last century. But I've only had that twice, so therefore I've had 64 a lot of times, and 64 still is better than 28. But 28 is marvellous. But recently when I was over there in April. We drank the, I know we're in 2025, but we drank the 1921.
Oh, wow.
It blew us to the other side of the universe. Impeccable. Perfection. Still with bubbles. Beautiful. But it had only been stored down in their Polish. I have 8 degrees cellars. So
right. So what did you eat with it?
We
Nothing.
didn't. We just drank. You should have some of your cake here.
Yeah, you should have. You should have. We're not over in France yet, but just watch this space. All right. I'm going to play a little champagne game with you. So I know that you've got the nose that knows, but we want to check whether you're good at some quotes, some iconic champagne quotes. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
So I'm going to say the quote. You need to tell me who said it. All right. Pleasure without champagne is purely artificial.
It was said by Oscar Wilde.
Oh, my God. I only drink champagne on 2 occasions, when I am in love and when I am not.
Zaza Gabor. Or also, Chanel also used the same quote. Chanel or Zaza both used it. But following up on Zaza, she's got a PS to that one. She said, she was married about 7 times or something. I'm a marvellous housekeeper. Every time I leave a man, I keep his house. both of them.
I love that. That's great. All right. Too many of anything is bad, but too much champagne is just right.
Bette Davis.
I have F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Anyway, it might be. Yeah, but Scott Fitzgerald. It could have been. I thought, sorry, you might be right. Might be Scott Fitzgerald, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't think that I'd win one.
Yeah, I think you did.
So Scott Fitzgerald, not F. In victory, you drink champagne. In defeat, you need it.
Winston Churchill. Or it could be, a lot of people said Napoleon said it. But
you know the real story.
No, but maybe he did originally. But Winston Churchill used that as one of his famous quotes.
All right.
Winston Churchill.
I think you're going to nail this one because I've heard you say it before. I drink champagne when I'm happy and when I'm sad. Sometimes I drink it when I'm alone. When I have company, I consider it obligatory. I trifle with it if I'm not hungry and drink it when I am. Otherwise, I never touch it unless I'm thirsty.
Madame Lily Bollinger.
Nailed it.
There's a famous one after that, a good one, a very famous playboy being interviewed on live television in 1992. And the woman said, I believe you're 2 passions of women and champagne. He said, I can't live with that either. Did you know of Madame Bollinger? Oh, that woman. Do you know her quote? Her quote's my Bible. For instance, tell me, when do you drink champagne? He said, quick as a wit on live television. He said, I drink it before an affair. I drink it after an affair. Of course I drink it during an affair. Or I drink it instead of an affair. I think that's very good too.
That is also amazing.
When you discover champagne, your life will change. If you're living a life without champagne, I think it's a very sad life. And now I've got to include your beautiful cakes in this too.
Well, when you do your champagne tasting, we're happy to support in any way that we can because we want to bring our beautiful products to Australia. We're Australia's best kept secret.
You are.
Yeah. And so we want our name out there. So anything we can do to
deserve
support
to be
champagne.
out there.
Thank you, Bernadette.
Between a crisis and a catastrophe, there's always time for a glass of champagne.
Totally agree. And I think that we can move it from crisis to catastrophe to a moment in which we'll remember.
Yes. And you have created moments to remember this morning.
Thank you. So really the greatest minds in history have all agreed that life is better with bubbles. And I've heard it from your mouth today and I totally agree. I'm a convert.
Oh.
Yeah. Champagne is life. Cake is life, right?
It is too.
Yeah.
And what a beautiful combination. They're amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
I finished just one of Oscar Wilde's, an Oscar Wilde free. He said, other people drink champagne to make themselves feel better, but I drink champagne to make other people look better.
That's so
Everyone
good.
does look better after some champagne.
Oh, dear. All right. So, Bernadette, thank you so much. What a beautiful conversation. And to all our listeners, celebrate big and celebrate small. And thanks so much for coming on Bite Size. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure, my honour. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to today's Bite Size episode. We hope you got some industry insights and tips for your business. Subscribe to our podcast and tune in to our next episode. Feel free to reach out to me for any comments and questions via LinkedIn.